Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Vikings are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Bears defense looking to knock that conversion rate down. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, Bridgewater. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They run it with Janovich, the fullback. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run it again with Janovich. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Pernell McPhee's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
to throw now in his own end zone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided him.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Oh, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Jarrell Freeman in on the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
All right, now, look at 56. Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Blue! Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing, Cook. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Cook, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field, and they'll just simply be... looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1st down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing, Bridgewater. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. A right side catch by Crabtree. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Deion Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Cook. Throwing left side, it's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. They start on the ground with Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Ryan Shazier coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Tighten up. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Cook. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1 receiver left is Hilton. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll give this one to the up man, Jerome Felton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jerome Felton as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off. And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing, Cook. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the back goes into motion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Gone.
Now Cook. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a quick give to the fullback, Felton. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Second down, Bridgewater. And right with it here, over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Rawls. He leaps over him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. 1st down, Bridgewater. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
They give it to Rawls. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll see if they can pick it up here with a fullback Felton. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Here's Rawls. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the play clock's running down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. One receiver left is Hilton. They come out here in the eye. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Now an inside run to Jerome Felton. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Again, they'll try the fullback Felton. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So for Chicago, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.